Monster Mayhem. Godzilla's Reign of Terror. Hey there, folks. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the fun. Today, we're turning the spotlight on one of cinema's most legendary icons. That's right, the one and only king of monsters, Godzilla. T-Rex. Now, if you've ever found yourself cheering as a giant lizard stomps through a city or battling other colossal creatures, you're in for a treat. We're diving deep into Godzilla's epic reign of terror and exploring how he's evolved over the years. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's get this monster party started. Party popper. First things first, Godzilla isn't just some big, scaly monster with a penchant for property damage. He's a cultural phenomenon, a symbol, and honestly, a bit of a legend. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just love watching things go boom, there's something about Godzilla that captures the imagination. Think of this as a casual chat over coffee. Well, more like a chat over a city flattened by a giant reptile, but you get the idea. Cold Sweat Smile. We're gonna explore how Godzilla went from a terrifying metaphor to a global superstar. The birth of a monster. Let's rewind to 1954. Post-World War II, Japan was dealing with the aftermath of nuclear devastation. The memories of Hiroshima and Nagasaki were still fresh, and the nation was grappling with these scars. Enter Toho Studios, who decided to channel these fears into a film. The result? Gojira, or as we know him, Godzilla. This wasn't just any monster movie. Godzilla was a walking, stomping embodiment of nuclear destruction. A massive creature awakened and empowered by atomic bomb testing. Talk about making a statement. Can you imagine sitting in the theater back then? Watching this colossal beast wreak havoc, knowing it's a metaphor for real-life events. It's powerful stuff. Godzilla wasn't just entertainment, he was a reflection of societal anxieties. The Showa era, 1954 to 1975. Moving into the Showa era, Godzilla's character began to evolve. The original film was dark and serious, but as sequels rolled out, things took a lighter turn. In Godzilla Raids Again and King Kong vs. Godzilla, our favorite kaiju started to shift from villain to anti-hero, and sometimes even savior of the planet. Yep, the big guy had a soft spot after all. Green Heart. This era also introduced us to a whole host of other monsters, or kaiju, as they're called in Japanese cinema. Mothra, Rodan, and the infamous three-headed dragon, King Ghidorah, made their debuts. The monster battles got bigger, crazier, and frankly, more fun. Godzilla became a symbol not just of destruction, but also of hope and resilience. The films started to appeal to younger audiences, and Godzilla's popularity soared. He was no longer just Japan's monster, he was the world's. The Heisei era, 1984 to 1995. After a bit of a break, Godzilla roared back to life in the Heisei era. Starting with The Return of Godzilla, in 1984, the series took a darker, more serious tone, much like the original film. The filmmakers upped the ante with advanced special effects. Gone were the days of obvious rubber suits, well, mostly. The suits and models were more detailed, and the destruction scenes were more realistic. It was like watching the city smashing action in HD. This era focused on continuity, with each film connecting to the next. We got deeper into Godzilla's origins, his biology, and even met his offspring, baby Godzilla. Family bonding time, monster style. Family Man Boy. The Heisei films revitalized the franchise, balancing nostalgia with new storytelling. Godzilla was back and ready to claim his throne as the king of monsters. The Millennium Era, 1999 to 2004. Next up, the Millennium Era, a time of reboots and fresh starts. Each film was a standalone story, reimagining Godzilla for a new generation without being tied down by previous plots. Godzilla 2000. Millennium kicked things off, bringing our favorite giant lizard into the 21st century with style. The filmmakers blended traditional techniques with CGI, resulting in some epic monster mayhem. This era wasn't afraid to experiment. Godzilla, Mothra and King Ghidorah. Giant monsters all-out attack. Try saying that 3 times fast. Portrayed Godzilla as a supernatural being possessed by vengeful souls. Spooky, right? Ghost. The themes evolved too, tackling issues like environmentalism and the impact of technology. Godzilla became a force of nature, a reminder that messing with Mother Earth can have colossal consequences. Godzilla in American cinema. Alright, let's hop across the pond to Hollywood. In 1998, America tried its hand at a Godzilla movie. Directed by Roland Emmerich, it didn't exactly hit the mark with fans. Grimace. This version portrayed Godzilla as a giant mutated iguana terrorizing New York City. While it had its moments, fans felt it missed the essence of the character. Even Toho Studios distanced themselves, renaming the creature Zilla, because it took the god out of Godzilla. Ouch. But redemption was on the horizon. In 2014, Legendary Pictures launched their Monsterverse with a new Godzilla film. This time, they got it right. The movie respected the source material, delivering a Godzilla that was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Sequels like Godzilla, King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Kong expanded the universe, introducing other iconic monsters and delivering epic battles that left us all cheering. The East met the West, and it was a roaring success. The Reiwa era and beyond, 2016 present. Back in Japan, Shin Godzilla 2016 marked the start of the Reiwa era. Directed by Hideaki Anno, it brought Godzilla back to his horror roots. This film was a critical hit, blending intense monster action with sharp political satire. Shin Godzilla presented the creature as an ever-evolving threat, showcasing multiple terrifying forms. It was a fresh take that reminded us why Godzilla is the king. On the animated front, Netflix released a trilogy of Godzilla anime films, taking the franchise into uncharted sci-fi territory. Set in a future where humans seek to reclaim Earth from Godzilla after 20,000 years, it was a bold and innovative move. With more projects on the horizon, including new films and possibly more Monsterverse entries, it's clear that Godzilla's reign is far from over. And honestly, we're here for every minute of it. Star-struck. Godzilla's cultural impact. Let's take a moment to appreciate just how massive Godzilla's footprint is on pop culture, pun totally intended. Open mouth smile. From video games and comic books to toys and merchandise, Godzilla is everywhere. He's been referenced in countless movies, TV shows, and even songs. The big guy's got fans all over the world. There's even a Godzilla statue in Tokyo and a museum dedicated to his legacy. Fans can enjoy exhibitions, memorabilia, and even ride attractions themed after him. Talk about leaving a legacy. Godzilla's influence extends to other franchises too. Without him, we might not have films like Pacific Rim or Cloverfield. He's the granddaddy of giant monsters, inspiring storytellers for generations. Themes and analysis. Diving a bit deeper, Godzilla isn't just about giant monster battles, though we do love those. Tongue out. The films often explore significant themes. Environmental concerns are a big one. Godzilla is frequently depicted as a force pushing back against human destruction of nature. It's a not-so-subtle reminder to take better care of our planet. The evolution of societal fears is also reflected. Initially, Godzilla represented nuclear annihilation. Over time, themes shifted to address technological dangers and ecological disasters. He's a mirror to our collective anxieties. Plus, there's the myth versus reality aspect. Godzilla blends folklore with real-world issues, making him both a fantastical creature and a symbol of tangible threats. It's this depth that keeps the franchise engaging. So, what have we learned on this monstrous journey? From a harbinger of destruction to a protector and cultural icon, Godzilla's evolution is nothing short of legendary. His story is intertwined with our own, reflecting fears, challenges, and hopes across generations. Despite the mayhem he causes, we can't help but root for him. Maybe it's because he represents something primal within us all. Godzilla's legacy is secure. He's influenced cinema, inspired countless creators, and brought joy to millions of fans worldwide. And as new films and stories emerge, one thing is certain: the King of Monsters isn't going anywhere. Thanks for joining me on this epic adventure. It's been a blast sharing insights and celebrating all things Godzilla. Massive shout out to Toho Studios, Legendary Pictures, and all the creative minds who've brought Godzilla to life over the years. From directors like Ishiro Honda to the incredible special effects teams, thank you for the monster-sized entertainment. And of course, a huge thank you to all of you watching. Your support means the world to me. Hooray! If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, Subscribe for more awesome content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Bell, got a favorite Godzilla moment or film? Drop it in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. Whether you're Team Godzilla or Team Kong, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep embracing the mayhem and stay awesome. Peace out, Scissor.